In this video, we will learn how to search for patients using your copy of DGL Practice Manager. To retrieve patients' information, we use the patient details screen. Now, to access patient details, we can either click the patient button on the toolbar at the bottom of your screen, or from your main menu, select patient, followed by patient details. If we know the surname of the patient that we are searching for, we type their surname into the surname field, which will be highlighted in yellow, and now we click the magnifying glass, which is directly to the right of the surname field, or press F2 on your keyboard. Either option will prompt a search for your patient. As I search for Smith, you can see I have been taken alphabetically to the top of the Smiths. You can now find the patient you are searching for and press enter or click the OK button. Your selected patient's information will now show on screen in patient details. To open another patient's record, you can click next at the bottom of the screen. This will close the patient you have open and present you with an empty patient details screen, so you can add a new patient or again search for an existing patient. If we do not know the patient's surname and need to search using other criteria such as forename, date of birth or mother's maiden name, we can do this by using the search by function. Clicking the magnifying glass next to the surname field without entering the surname will take you to the very top of your patient list, which is listed alphabetically. To the right hand side, you will see a search by button. When you click this, you'll be presented with a list of alternative searchable options. For this example, I will choose forename. Okay, simply enter the forename of the patient you are searching for and click OK. The screen above will then list all patients alphabetically by the forename you have chosen. And there we go, so I've entered Michael, and as you can see, it's taken us alphabetically to Michael Caddick. Horizontally across the centre of the patient search screen, you will see the alphabet. Clicking a letter here will display all patients whose surname begins with this letter. If I choose the letter O, you will see two patients who are highlighted in blue. And they both have very similar names. It's because they're both M. Orton. As I click onto them, you can see in blue at the bottom of your screen, it just explains that it's patients with similar names. And directly below the alphabet, you can see as I highlight them, their personal information, including their address details, contact telephone numbers, date of birth, GP, insurer and clinician information will appear directly below. So you just need to make sure you select the correct one. Okay, at the top of the patient search screen, you'll see a drop-down box labelled Last Patients. Selecting this will show you the most recent patients you have accessed. Clicking them once will take you back to patient details with the selected patient's information on screen. So in this example, I'm going to choose Alan Ernest. And there you go, his patient information is now on screen. Okay, I will now click next to save my patient and open a new patient details screen. If you use a patient numbering system and would like to search using this number rather than the surname, forename or any of the other options I've shown you, all you need to do is enter the patient number directly into the surname field and press enter. This number will then be referenced against the patient database, and if that number is found, it will then open that patient in the patient details screen. Like so. I'm just going to click next to open up a new patient details screen. The F keys on your keyboard can also be used to search for patients. For the F keys to work, you need to have the surname field selected so it is highlighted in yellow. Okay, so as previously mentioned, pressing F2 will take you into the search screen, which is exactly the same function as pressing the magnifying glass. Pressing F3 on your keyboard will open the last patient you were working in. So the last patient I had open in this session was Farhad Smith. So I'm now going to press F3. As you can see, Farhad Smith's information immediately appeared on screen. Click next. F4 will list the most recent patients you had open. There we go, I'm just going to press escape. Pressing F5 will list all patients who are booked with clinic appointments on that day. If you want to look at the clinic diary for the previous day, you just press the double-headed arrow pointing to the left, and if you want to go into the future, you press the double-headed arrow pointing to the right, and you'll just see all of the people who are booked in for appointments on that day. I'm just going to press escape. And the last F key function here is pressing F6. If I do that, that will then show me all of the patients who are booked for theatre on that day. And likewise with the clinic list, you can just press the back and forward arrows to go backwards and forwards through the dates. Okay, and that concludes our training session on how to search for patients using your copy of DGL Practice Manager.